Good evening, everyone. We're going to get started. Please have a seat. We're going to get started. Welcome to the September 9th, 2025 meeting of the Milford Zoning Board of Appeals. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Montano is excused. Mr. Dubois?
Here.
Mr. Einig?
Here.
Ms. Hirsch?
Here.
Mr. King?
Here.
Mr. Soda?
Here.
Mr. Wolf?
Here.
And Chairwoman Ferrante.
Here. And voting tonight in place of Mr. Montano will be Ms. Hirsch. Okay, no other announcements at this time, so starting with item number
164 Rogers Avenue, MBP 35/413/10 BB, Safe Harbor Point Milford Marina owner to vary section 3.7.4.2 main building, easterly side yard setback to 13.65 and 18.85 where 30 is required, small shed, easterly side yard setback to 19 where 30 is required, 3.7.4.2 sub 3 no buffer where 30 required, 3.7.4.3 sub 3 building height of 50 permitted, provided building is set back the height of the building whereas main building is not, 6.3.2 expansion of non-conforming structure, all to construct a new boat storage and maintenance building. Survey by John Paul Garcia Associates PC, June 3rd, 2025.
Good evening. I'm Joshua Twidwell. I'm the Regional Vice President for Safe Harbor Marinas. With me is Grant Vogt, who's our General Manager at 164 Rogers Avenue, Safe Harbor Pines Point, and also John Paul Garcia, who is with us at John Paul Garcia Associates. He's our engineer and surveyor on the project. So we're re-proposing this project after spending some time with our neighbors. And I just want to start off, Chairperson Ferrante and the board, thank you for your service here. We went back and went kind of door to door with our neighbors from 129 to 189. Had some good conversations and just invited everybody to a town hall meeting. And just kind of laid out the plans and just heard some comments and just made some revisions based off of that. I just talked about a little bit of the future, and I just want to say most importantly was that we got to just meet and get together with everybody, and we should have done that from the get-go. And I just want to say for our neighbors that are here, thank you for being here. And to our board, I apologize if it was a waste of time before. It was a much-needed lesson. But just a good reminder of community is important, and I look forward to proposing more improvements and spending more time with our community. So just great to spend that time, and I apologize if we were just a little preemptive with our decisions before. So again, we're proposing a 150 by 100 foot building, and based on the conversations we had with our neighbors, we are shortening the building height from 50 to 46. And the reason we're looking at 46 is we asked our builders what was the smallest amount we could shorten the building with the size door that we're looking for, which is 40 feet. And so kind of reviewed that with our neighbors. I'll go through quickly just the reasoning behind that. Looking at just the existing conditions versus the proposed plan. I just wanted to just point out that I think everybody here has gotten our plans and proposals. The new proposal is coming 50 feet further back. We're not going to the water side. We are coming back. The 40-foot door, in just terms of why we're looking for that size, is really comes into effect of in what we're trying to do for growth. We're trying to grow our department, our service department there. And after looking at kind of the numbers on what we can generate for return on it, is a smaller building doesn't get us where we need to be with our company and returning the investment. So having a door of 40-foot size, we can bring bigger boats in, more revenue into the town, which are these bigger yachts, and it keeps our team in place for all the winter time. Right now, we're operating out of a small single storage bay, and it's a shared unit. So the new space will have, you can see it there, it's a 60 by a 40 service bay, and then behind that's going to be 4 modernized tech bays that are individualized to work off of. So it's all about growth. We want to grow the property, and we want to make it look nice. And talking with our neighbors, shrinking down that size, and just keeping in mind, and once we showed them what the building looks like, we don't have interior columns. We can't, it's just hard to maneuver boats and like that. So with a 40-foot door, the top height's going to be 46 feet. And the reason being is we need at least there's a 4 to 6 foot wide support beams that are required to just support the size of that building. Looking at just a 30-foot size door, just as a reminder. So our existing lift is a 35-ton lift. It's built like a box, 25 by 25 by 25 high, so it leaves about 5 foot of margin. And then again, just reviewing with the neighbors on just height issues, and shrinking it down to 46, and then just bringing it back, not going waterwards. It really helped to kind of alleviate some of the concerns. We also invited them to look at the exterior of the building. So instead of having this ugly warehouse building, what can we do to modernize it? And that's what you see. This is actually one of our buildings at Old Saybrook, and it has nice windows around the outside, different colored trim. We actually talked about what kind of colors with the neighbors, what they would like to see out there. And we kind of decided upon a white trim with an off-white building. So that's kind of gives you the idea of what the building's going to look like. So had a lot of good input and a lot of good support. We talked to, there was 12 neighbors that we spoke, that we went around to, and 8 of them we were able to speak to and just walked into the property and had some really good comments about it. So yeah, I feel good where we're at. We aren't going to, there was comment about maybe trying to get further away from the NOAA Fisheries Department, and a few reasons why we don't want to do that is because one is with the wetlands area there's a diagram at the start of it which just kind of shows, if you go down a couple, it shows kind of a GPS overlay of what wintertime looks like for us. There you go. And it basically shows that we've got about 50 feet of a distance between the last winter storage row to the building. So putting a service bay on that side just makes it a tight turn for a travel lift. So, and plus it obscures the view from the street side. So that's one of the variances we're looking for, is the side yard variance and obviously the building space side. That's what we're looking to propose. Again, I'm open to comments, and again, just appreciate the board's patience while we talk to our neighbors and go through this project.
Thank you. Okay, so to summarize, we've got these 3 buildings near the street. Those aren't changing, correct? Those are existing and not changing.
Those are staying put, yeah.
Okay, the main building, that is actually going to be moving away from the property line a little bit relative to the existing building, correct?
Correct, yeah. So there's I think it's what is it? It's 13 now, it's going to 18, I believe. Yeah.
All right, so that's moving more into the property. And then the shed in the back, is that the same distance off the side yard as the existing shed?
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the footprint is changing a little bit.
Yeah, it's just moving. I think we rotated it 90 degrees to eliminate the variance for the shed at the front. Yeah.
Okay.
There is a hoop house that's behind those existing buildings there that's getting demolition. The old building's getting demolitioned. We did look at trying to reskin the existing building just to see if it was possible, and just the condition of it just doesn't make fiscal sense. It's just not worth it. So in order to make that a really good project for Safe Harbor, it's to maximize the storage, get a good space for our technicians to work in.
Okay. Any questions for the applicant? Mr. Soto.
Yeah, the last time you were here, you stated you're putting this building up to bring tuna boats in.
I'm sorry?
The last time you were here, you stated you were putting this building up to house tuna boats because you wanted to get the business that was going to Norwalk and Stanford and everything. Is that still your plan?
Not tuna boats, but like boats that have tuna towers and larger.
Yeah, tuna. Well, that's what I meant,
sorry.
tuna towers.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so we want
boats with tuna towers.
yeah, so we want larger vessels that can carry with them those larger projects that can keep our team working
Okay.
year round. Yeah.
So how many boats with tuna towers are housed, use your marina right now on the docks? Three.
Yeah, and keep in mind, a lot of our inside storage customers, like I've been with the business for 20 years now, and I used to operate the service building at Stratford. A lot of our clientele for inside storage come from outside of the state. New York, there's hardly any inside storage options, so it's at a premium, which is great because we want that clientele. We want those $500 to $2.5 million boats that we get out there. We've always been oversold there, so, especially with the Safe Harbor Network, we help kind of concierge those boats around to where there's availability. So it's very lucrative for our teams, and the projects that come with it are, they're a service builder, so we get a lot of that revenue that comes from not only service, but storage too. Yeah.
So the 100 by 150 foot, what's an average boat with a tuna tower, 40, 45 feet?
It could be, yeah, and we're not increasing the size of the lift. It's going to stay at 35 tons, so our max capacity is going to be at that 70,000 range. So, we've got, 50 foot, maybe pushing a 60 foot size vessel.
That you can handle with your lift?
Yeah.
So how many of those do you think you could fit in that building at 100 by 150 feet? I mean, you must have given a rough idea.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not going to be 150 feet because there is some of that's going to be, prep bay and service. So you're looking at about 120 feet. So by the time you look around, you've got about 12 to 13 based on how you cookie cutter those in.
Okay.
Yeah. And right now, the current building we're at, we maybe have a couple boats in there, but it's a cold storage building. It's gravel. The new building's going to be a finished floor, heated, radiant heat, stuff like that.
So this building will be heated?
Yeah.
I see that some of the neighbors who were in opposition last time are not here tonight. Were they satisfied at the town hall meeting?
Yeah, we spoke to, I took I took a list of those that we spoke to, and we sent letters out just asking everybody if they would like to join us here tonight or sign a letter of support in favor of that. We didn't hear back from some of them. I do have a few letters of support, but from the conversations we had with, like I said, 8 of the neighbors, it was great. And once we just kind of walked through what we're trying to do, and just not only just on the visuals that we had, which you see here, but just walking them through the property and showing them what's going to look like and stuff like that. That made a big difference. So, yeah.
Can I see those letters of support?
Sure.
How many neighbors showed up to the meeting?
We had 8 of them.
8?
Yeah. I spoke to 8 of 12 that we talked to.
And they were right in the vicinity, like across the street mainly?
Right. Yeah, I went from 129, basically walked down the sidewalk to see,
Right.
what the visibility was for each one, and went from 129 down to 189. There was a nice lady that was here from the condos up the road there. I didn't check in with her because it's so far up the road. To me, the only difference she's going to see is a nice new building versus this old rusty building. The view is pretty far down. So.
Okay, great, thank you. Is there anyone here speaking in favor of this application? Please come forward, state your name and address for the record.
Good evening. My name is Eileen Russell. I am the trustee of the Eileen M. Russell Revocable Trust that owns 159 Rogers Avenue, which is directly across the street from Safe Harbor, Port Milford. I've lived there since January of 2006. At the ZBA meeting in July, which I attended online, neighbors complained about being blindsided about the project's plans, especially the height of the building. The Safe Harbor team agreed to consider their comments, and the ZBA board postponed its vote on the variance. The Safe Harbor team organized a meeting on August 16th and presented revised plans to the neighbors. They shared the goal of its Milford business as well as the background of Safe Harbor and how it manages its marinas across the globe. The team gave a tour of the Milford location and explained the reason for the height, which was reduced by several feet from the original plans. They showed pictures of the large planned door that you saw tonight in the rear of the building. In the existing building, they pointed out the rusted walls, the uneven gravel floor, the structural condition of the buildings that are being replaced. Since purchasing the property, Safe Harbor has removed many old boats that had littered the lot for years. They repainted the building, installed a new bulkhead, began replacing weather docks, all at a tremendous cost. The team explained many other planned improvements which will enhance the property and allow the company to attract new and existing Safe Harbor customers from other locations. Having visited Safe Harbor Marinas in Connecticut, I can attest to the attention paid to the landscaping and condition of the buildings. I'm confident that the company will improve the look of our Fort Trumbull neighborhood with its new building, which will have radiant heat in its floor, allowing service technicians to work comfortably on frigid days. My husband, Mike Zanarini, and I give a thumbs up to the plans and ask you to grant the variance. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Is there anyone else speaking in favor of this application?
Hi, everyone. I'm Brendan Magnan at 153 Rogers Avenue. Thank you for your service, and thanks to Mr. Tidwell and the team for taking us through the plans and the approach, continuing the meeting, not rushing to have that meeting in the last month so we could all get together. I'm in support of this investment. I'm in support of the revisions, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else in favor? Is there anyone opposed to this application?
Good evening. My name is Kurt Moore, and I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I want to thank Josh for all the work that they've done in communicating with the neighborhood better than they did the last time. I'm here a bit ambivalent with the support or denial. I think that I like to see progress, but I'm concerned about the overall impact to the growth of the building from 100 to 150,000 square, or 10,000 square feet to 15,000 square feet. The height, I guess I'm okay with, but I'm concerned too about the commercialization of the property. This has been a very quiet. I've lived in Milford at this, across the street, 139 Rogers Avenue, for 51 years. It was a 21-3 slip marina when I bought my home. It's now grown significantly. I just don't want to see it overly commercialized. I'd like to see, less blacktop, keep it rural, keep it Milford, and I wish them the best of luck. I hope you as a board will put your best interests to what they want to do and allow what should happen to happen. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Is there anyone else opposed to this application? Okay.
Again, I just want to thank you to our neighbors and Kurt. We will continue to, this is one of many improvements we're hoping to do, and we'll make sure that before we make this process, we'll talk to our neighbors first about, we've already talked about some blacktop and stuff like that, so we'll absolutely keep the consideration of our neighbors at the forefront before we do anything. So thank you, Kurt, and thank you, everybody else.
Thank you. Any other questions for the applicant? Okay. This hearing is closed. Thank you.
Motion. 164 Rogers Avenue, I move to approve with the following modifications. The request to vary section 3.7.4.2 main building easterly side yard setback to 13.65 feet and 18.85 feet where 30 feet was required. Small shed easterly side yard setback to 19 feet where 30 feet is required. 3.7.4.2, subparagraph 3, no buffer where 30 feet required. 3.7.4.3, subparagraph 3, building height of 50 feet will be modified to building height of 46 feet. Provided building is set back the height of the building, whereas main building is not. 6.3.2, expansion of non-conforming structure, all to construct a new boat storage and maintenance building. Survey by John Paul Garcia Associates, PC, 6/3/2025.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. To summarize, we've got these three buildings up front, no change. Then we've got the main building that is actually going to be moving into the lot, so further off the setback than the existing non-conforming structure. They came last time with a 50-foot height, which has been reduced down to 46. Discussion with the neighbors, we've got the shed in the back that's changing footprint but is not changing off the setback relative to the existing shed. So the height's going up on the main building. All the other changes are an improvement from the existing property if we're talking about relative to setback encroachments. The height is going up on the main building, but it is coming down from the original application after a nice conversation with neighbors. Any thoughts?
Well, I'm happy to see they met with the neighbors and everything, and I'm happy to see the height drop down 4 feet. But my personal feeling is the building's too big for the neighborhood. You know, we're a small city, and it's a nice setting down there on Rogers Avenue and stuff, and I just think this is too industrial looking and doesn't belong there. That's my feelings.
I mean, aesthetically, I agree. I live in the neighborhood as well, and it's a nice, quaint marina. But I will say they have a very large lot that is largely filled with wetlands. This size building is not really out of scope for this zone, for a lot of this nature, except for the fact that they've got all these wetlands and there's nowhere else to put the building.
Coming down Rogers Ave, the primary residents that see this are up that hill also. So aesthetics and looking over the top of this building at that height, it's still a large building. But I agree with, based upon the topography and the wetlands, I don't think the Coast Guard or the marine biology buildings are going to do anything that way. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's tucked into a residential neighborhood, but the lot itself is zoned for this use, so we have to keep that in mind. You know, that the neighborhood, in a sense, is mixed use. We have to allow everyone to develop the property, and I think that the wetlands are a big factor here.
It's a huge asset. Our harbor is extremely valuable, and I can see that they want to go as big as they can with bringing in multi-million-dollar vessels.
Okay, well, we'll put it to a vote then. Mr. King,
Against the motion.
Mr. Wolf,
With the motion.
Mr. Soto,
Against the motion.
Ms. Hirsch,
With the motion.
and I'm with the motion. The motion fails. Okay, item number 2.
'81 Prospect Street, MBP 65/817/8RO T Krabuski, owner, to vary section 3.4.4.2 sub 1, side yard setback to 0.8 feet where 10 feet required to construct second-story addition. 6.3.2, expansion of non-conforming structure. Survey by R. Plain, July 14, 2025.
Hello, I'm Vicki Conan, and I'm here with Adam Krabizewski, and his wife Taylor was not able to make the meeting tonight. We're here for the variance for 81 Prospect Street. This is a continuation from last month's August 12th meeting in which we requested the variance to the side yard setback in order to build a second story onto an existing non-conforming single-story portion of the house and squaring off the back corner of the structure to expand the kitchen area, which is well inside the setback requirements. We asked for continuance of this hearing to address Mr. Russo's objections to the project so that we could address his concerns regarding possible construction debris, access and damage to his driveway, and his 100-year-old tree. After the meeting, Mr. Russo provided a written list to us of his concerns, and after Mr. Russo expressed his concerns, board members suggested pushing the second-story portion of the addition over 3 to 10 feet, which we have reviewed with our architect. With regards to Mr. Russo's list, Taylor and Adam have come to an agreement with Mr. Russo, which is satisfactory to both parties, and we believe he provided an approval letter to the board documenting his agreement for the project to be approved. We have a sealed letter, and I didn't see it in the document, so Adam has the letter. We have a copy of the letter. Hopefully it says what he says. We don't, hope in the letter, and let's hope so, it says what it is. In that letter, it should be noted and recorded that in his letter, he states that the variance is for 0.08 feet, which is approximately 1 inch. And it should be recorded that according to the Class A survey, it is documented as it's 0.8 feet, which is 10 inches. So we just wanted to have the record correct that his letter has incorrectly put the footing there. We are also aware that the neighbors on the other side have also provided a letter stating that they are in favor of the variance being approved, and we did see that in the documents. With regard to the board's recommendation of moving the addition over, the plan that we had presented at the last meeting was adding approximately 600 feet of second floor space for a nursery, master bedroom, and a full bathroom. The design took into account the aesthetics of the architecture as well as the necessity to join the 2 stories at the front house landing of the original structure, which is in the center of the house. We did review ideas with the architect, and due to this joining requirement, we would not be able to get the additional 2 bedrooms and bath in that space. As we stated the last time, the placard was posted, certified letters were sent to all the neighbors in compliance with the variance process, and we are asking for the board to approve our request for variance. And if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them.
There's no, to review, there's no change from last month's application, correct?
That is correct, yes, no change to application.
Right, it's 0.8, not 0.08. That was a typo in the letter.
Yeah. The variance, so the current house is 0.8 off the line according to the survey, and he wrote it should have said 0.8.
It's currently 0.8, and they're adding a second story, so that would also be 0.8.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Madam Chair.
So the second floor walls are following the first floor walls?
that's exactly
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Just for the record, Madam Chair, the survey reads 0.8 feet.
0.8.
So 0.8 and 0.8 are the same thing.
This says 0.08.
Yeah.
That's the correction. The letter of support.
The
I don't
letter-
care what the letter says, the survey says,
Right, and that's what's correct.
yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
We just wanted to make it clear that his letter had the typo in it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for the applicant? No. Okay. Is there anyone speaking in favor of this application? Is there anyone opposed to this application? Any more questions for the applicants?
I just want to thank you guys for, working this out with Mr. Russo.
No problem.
Yeah, we were kind of shocked, but Adam did a great job and worked it out.
I just want to confirm that the letter was received of support from the other neighbor.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, great. With no more questions, then this hearing is closed. Mr. Soto.
81 Prospect Street, I move to approve the request to vary section 3.4.4.2, subparagraph 1, side yard setback to 8, where 10 feet required to construct second story addition. 6.3.2, expansion of non-conforming structure, survey by R-Plane, 7/14/2025.
Second.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion and we have a second. So, yes, this house is currently 0.8 feet off the property line. They're asking to build a second story, which would go up in line with what's existing on the first floor. Any thoughts?
Yeah. They're okay with the height. Adjacent neighbor is, conceded. I'm okay with it.
Mr. King?
They're not expanding the footprint. They're going up a second story in the back. It's already up 2 stories in the front. Neighbor's okay with it. I don't see a problem with this at all.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. It's a small house, so they do need the room. I'm in favor of it.
Okay, we'll take it to a vote. Mr. King?
With the motion?
Mr. Wolf?
With the motion.
Mr. Soto?
With the motion.
Ms. Hirsch?
With the motion.
I'm with the motion. Motion passes.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Good luck with your project.
Thanks.
All right, item number 3.
7 Point Lookout East, MBP 28/582/6, R12.5, Thomas Lynch Esquire for Ochner Place, LLC owner, to vary section 4.1.4, front porch projection to 18.3 feet where 26 feet permitted. Section 6.3.2, expansion of non-conforming structure, survey by J. Dennison, August 18th, 2025.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the board. Just for the record, my name is Thomas Lynch. I'm an attorney with the law firm Lynch, Trimbicki & Boynton. My office is located here in Milford at 63 Cherry Street. And I'm presenting this application to you tonight as a rehearing of a application that we originally presented to you back in April for the property at 7 Point Lookout East. I'm here with my client, Mark Greengard. He and his wife, Michelle, are the owners of the property as members of their LLC, Ochner Place. So I've been doing this a long time, and I have to say this is like the greatest scale down of a plan that I've ever presented to this board. If you remember, in April, we came in with a beautiful house that Joe Rousseau had designed for the Green Gardens. There was going to be a second story to the house. There was going to be a bump out on the east side for a patio. There was going to be a connection between the garage, which is in the rear of the property, to the house. And there were a number of neighbors that came out and voiced their displeasure with those plans. So Joe Rousseau went back and said, let's just do some interior renovations and add a very nice front portico to the front of the house, which is the same portico that this board approved for my client Linda Fogler a year ago, or a year prior to this application in 2023 for her house at 16 Point Lookout, and Joe Rousseau had designed that as well. I remind the board that the houses on Point Lookout, by and large, were all built in the late 1940s, and from that point forward until the 1980s, there was an upscale in the zone. It was changed from R10 to R12.5, which it is now, or R12, and that zone requires a 30-foot setback, and virtually every house on Point Lookout
is non-conforming. All of the houses are roughly 25 feet or 23 feet. The front yard setback of this house is 23 feet, where 30 is required. So the house itself, to start with, has a nonconformity. We were going to expand that nonconformity in great detail with the bump out and the addition of, or the connecting of the garage to the house with the April plan, and my clients have scrapped that plan, and we're presenting this to you tonight. All they want to have is an aesthetic front portico on the front of the house. It's a de minimis infringement into the setback, and in consideration for all that they threw out the door, I'd ask that you grant this and let them move forward with the renovation of their house. If you have any questions, happy to answer them.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any questions for Attorney Lynch?
Attorney Lynch, yeah, I was a little surprised when I saw the revised plan. I said, wow, they really cut it down. But,
Well, you know, I mean, the reality of it is, and I have honest conversations with clients, and I tell them that this board is receptive to neighborhood comment, and they weren't happy with that. They thought they had a beautiful home that we had presented to you, and this will end up being a beautiful home, but it won't be what they were looking for, so.
Good evening, Attorney Lynch. How are you?
Hi, Andy.
How big is that portico? What's the size?
It's 8 by 10. What's the size of the portico? I think it's scaled on the plan there. It's not that, maybe it's 6 by 8.
Okay.
It's just a front stoop. It's not going to be a wide porch with rocking chairs on it and covered porch and whatnot. It's just basically to aesthetically add something to the front of the house.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? All right, is there anyone speaking in favor of this application? Is there anyone opposed to this application? Any last questions for Attorney Lynch? Okay, this hearing is closed.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
7 Point Lookout East, I move to approve the request to vary section 4.1.4 front porch projection to 18.3 feet where 26 feet permitted. Section 6.3.2, expansion of non-conforming structure, survey by J. Dennison, revised 8/18/2025.
Second.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion and a second. I have no problem with this. It's a huge improvement from the previous application with a lot of asks and a lot of neighbor opposition. You got 2 front yards here. The house is where it is. They just want to embellish the front a bit. I think this is great.
I just want to say, I think it's great, the revised plans here, the way they went about it is fantastic, and I don't see a problem with this front porch at all.
Okay, great. We'll take it to a vote. Mr. King?
With the motion?
Mr. Wolf?
With the motion.
Mr. Soto?
With the motion.
Ms. Hirsch?
With the motion.
I'm with the motion. Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, and last item.
8-10 Marie Street, MBP 30/631/7R75, M. Colasanto, owner, to vary section 6.2.1, enlargement, extension, or alteration of a nonconforming use to construct a small bathroom addition and deck to an existing multifamily unit to accommodate needs of a disabled resident.
Hi, yeah, so we purchased the duplex so that my family, my parents could live next door to us and we could always look out for them. There's only 1 bathroom on each side. It is up a steep staircase, as well as the 2 bedrooms are also on the 2nd floor. And unfortunately, one of my parents has a disability where single level living is necessary for his safety. So we are asking to add a full bathroom on the 1st floor, just a single-story addition. We also made it as tiny as we possibly can while still putting everything in there that we need. It's very narrow, it's only 5 feet, but that's going to make the difference for them and determine their ability to occupy the home. And then we are also looking for a deck off the back. Right now there are maybe 4 or 5 steps off the back door onto the lawn, and with a deck it just makes it so that he doesn't have to use steps in order to enjoy the outdoor space. And then I have a doctor's note that also describes the physical impairment that supports the need for main floor living that I wouldn't really read, but I could pass out.
Sure,
Okay.
thank you.
Do we just start there and then?
We'll take it here.
Okay.
That's okay, we can share. Okay, thank you. All right, so we're in zone R75. We have a side yard setback of 10 and 5. And we're going down to, we have one setback at 9.65, which is remaining the same, and the other that's going down to 5.25. Required is 10 and 5. This seems a reasonable addition for a necessary accommodation. Do you guys have any questions? Mr. King?
How's this affecting your driveway?
It would be shortened, but it would still be fine.
Currently have a fence there blocking that portion of the driveway anyways.
Could you speak into the microphone? We can't hear you.
Yeah, sure. We currently have a small fence there blocking that portion of the driveway anyways, so it's not, hasn't been used as such in some time.
So currently you're only using that front portion anyway? Okay.
And are you going to have a new entrance on this addition or nothing? Okay.
Okay, and it looks like the addition is what, 5 feet by 25 feet? Okay, great. Any other questions? Mr.
So
Wolf?
you're popping out this addition 5 feet into the driveway. I see on the plan a chain link fence that's adjacent on the outside. Can you get a vehicle? Can you still squeeze a vehicle in between if you had to? No shot?
Alongside the addition, between the addition and the fence?
Right. Right now, you can drive in that asphalt driveway and go all the way to the back of the house, I'm assuming. Right?
Yes.
Okay, and so we're gonna take out half of this driveway, you're gonna park in the front. But in the event that you're gonna build something, is there any shot? Or are you too tight? You got 10-3.
Looking at, yeah, it would be, it looks like it would be 5.
Well, 10, I
Yeah.
got 10.
Mr. Wolf, there's another driveway on the other side. if you
Understood,
need to get around the
understood.
house.
Okay, just for you to consider that. Thanks.
Okay, great. Any other questions? All right, is there anyone opposed to this application? Anyone in favor of this application? Any other questions for the applicants? Okay, this hearing is closed. Thank you very much. Mr. Soto.
810 Marie Street. I move to approve the request to vary section 6.2.1, enlargement, extension, and alteration of a non-conforming use to construct a small bathroom addition and deck to an existing multifamily unit to accommodate needs of a disabled resident.
Second.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion and a second. This seems like a very small addition and a reasonable adjustment and a necessary adjustment. I don't have a problem with this. Anyone else?
I don't either.
No, you're right. Mr. Soto corrected me. He said 5.25 after the addition. I was reading that wrong. I misspoke. Thank you.
I don't see any problem with this. I think this is needed for their family member, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah. And the side yard setbacks are 10 and 5. We're getting 9.65 and 5.25, so it's kind of all there anyway, just about. Okay, great. We'll go to a vote. Mr. King.
With the motion?
Mr. Wolf.
With the motion.
Mr. Soto.
With the motion.
Ms. Hirsch.
With the motion.
I'm with the motion. Motion passes. Thank you.
Good luck with your project.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so are we all caught up now with any outstanding applications, or we got some more coming back next month? We got new ones, old ones?
We have cleared the proverbial deck.
Okay, great.
There is a brand-new application that came in just this afternoon.
So just one so far?
Just one so far, yeah.
Okay. We'll see how that fills up. All right, motion to approve the minutes from August.
Make a motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor? Aye. Anything else? Motion to adjourn.
Make the motion.
Motion second. All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.